I'm Dr. Bob Arnott, also known as Dr. Danger. These are the Sierra Nevada mountains. There are about 100 search and rescue missions that are launched here every year. They can be for backcountry snowboarders or simply hikers who got stuck in a storm. Now, one of the great new devices to help anybody who might be stuck out here is a personal satellite tracking device. We're going to undertake our own search mission today for a colleague of ours who has pressed the help button here, and it gives her coordinates, the longitude and latitude. I'm going to take those coordinates, put them into my GPS, and then follow them through the Sierra Nevadas to wherever that may be to see if we can't find her. So the last message we got from Polly said she's about 18 miles away. Is this heading right here? What the GPS doesn't tell you is how to get there. So we have to do a little bouldering here, and it's pretty severe terrain, so we could find ourselves with water, marshes, more boulders, or even snow. Looks like there's a storm already moving in from the west there. And storms here can hit out of the blue with tremendous ferocity. Behind us you can see where an avalanche took down hundreds of trees over there. GPS now shows that Polly's about 16 miles away from here. On any kind of a search like this, you want to make certain that you have enough water. You got to pace yourself. You don't want to break a sweat so you're losing excess water. And you'll find that dehydration and heat stroke are two of the great sort of killers out here. This is a pack I helped design ASAP. We have 3 different ways of getting water from this. One is just in a simple external pouch like this, a little water that I poured in here before I left. The next is silver foil emergency water. There's enough in this pack for 2 people for up to 72 hours. And then lastly, we have a kit that helps you to take standing water like this and purify it. So there's a real risk to just drinking water out here unless you purified it. GPS says we're now about 13.2 miles away from Polly. Winds are already starting to pick up. And if you look behind me here, up over the Donner Summit, you can see those clouds are coming at a pretty good speed. How fast? We have with us here a radio. Comes in the kit. What I like about this is you don't need batteries. You can just wind this up by hand. Has a little flashlight on the end of it as well. Now we can check the weather.
North at 40 miles per hour, gusts up to 60 along.
Yeah, expecting 40-mile-an-hour winds here pretty soon. We're hoping that Polly has got her ASAP pack out. What it has in it is this very neat blanket. Doesn't look like much, looks pretty thin, but is very good at pretty cold temperatures. So we're hoping she's put one of these on. And also, if it really starts to get cold or the snow starts to move in, she's got one of these. It's a special bivy sack. What's amazing about this is just how small it is and how effective it is. This is the last of the rock. It looks like Polly's off that direction. I hope she's okay. She'll be a little safer up there once you're into the trees and woods. This is where you're most likely to get injured. In fact, in terrain very much like this in Yemen, during a Dr. Danger episode, I fell nearly 30 feet, dislocated my shoulder, and was really in a pretty miserable way. So we've got a couple of solutions here in terms of first aid. First of all, a very good and complete kit. That is, this is all set up here for, it's got survival tools in here, a whistle and a compass. It's got wound care with bandages and dressings here. Bleeding, it has a sterile pads and gloves. Blisters, most likely thing you're going to have with moleskin for blister relief. Strains and sprains, got a good bandage here. Sure hope Polly doesn't need one of these. Also has medication in here. Ibuprofen, which is what you're most likely to need with the aches and pains out here, but also has some antihistamine here in terms of allergies. Now, as complete as a first aid kit is, if you suffer major trauma out here, what you need is an emergency rescue, and you need it fast. And that's why I love these satellite tracking devices. It has on here a 911, By pressing this 911, it will go to local authorities, and those authorities will be able to pinpoint my position to within about 10
This is
feet.
dispatch. We have an 1131 person calling for help.
One of the things I like best about this pack is how everything's miniaturized. This is food here. It's called an emergency food rationing kit. A lot of calories, very dense, but a really small container here so you can carry enough food for 2 people for 3 whole days. Coming into a canyon here, kind of a box canyon, and it looks like we won't get much in the way of any cell phone service up here. So I'm going to look down and get my last fix from Polly. I have a latitude of 39, a longitude of 120. I'm going to complete the loop by putting that into my GPS here. Okay, go to. It shows an arrow pointing this way. It looks like it's about 2.3 miles. Hopefully this trail will take us right there. Sierra Nevadas can get really dangerous really quickly. When you go out to the backcountry or any place that you might find yourself isolated, you want to make certain that your friends know, you have a way to notify them, and you go out prepared.